Hello everybody, I'm here with a Embroidery Sew SE-400 sewing machine. It's computerized. I've been sitting here fiddling with it, making sure it's running properly. It's sewing really well. I can't believe how well it's sewing. But I just wanted to get a quick brief on this one. Now, I don't know too much about it. I don't have a manual. So all I know is what the lady gave me. And I sat and kind of a little bit like my sewing machine, but mine's a little bit more advanced than this one. So, but this is an embroidery sewing machine. Mine, I don't think it's really an embroidery sewing machine. It's more of a quilting sewing machine. So it can do like all kinds of patterns. And it has a little lift here that has more patterns on it. So, but you know, brother makes a pretty good sewing machine. Some people hate them, some people love them. Everybody has a preference. I just wanted to make sure this one's running. It had a lot of like dust bunnies and thread stuck way down inside. I had to clean the sensors. I got them all cleaned up. So far, it seems to be running really good. It has it tells you how to thread it and everything. I tried using the bobbin thingy, but I'm not sure how to use this one. Mine's a little different than hers. So anyway, so you start the thread from the back side here and you hook it through here, around this guy here, down this way, around this way, into the uptake, around that way, come back down into the, well, now my needle's down right now, but into the little slot here and into the needle. Bobbin is basically the same thing. I think it shows you a little diagram here. Make sure it's rolling. Like I always say, when it's facing you and you can see the thread coming off of it like that, it's like a waterfall, then you know that's the way it goes in there. Slides through, hook up, then you slide it through this little contraption here and then cut it off there, and it's already down there and it'll receive it and bring it up. So that's what it did here, bring it up. But it, you know, anyway, let's see if I know too much about this. This is a touch screen. I think that's one thing mine doesn't have. Mine's all done by the buttons all around it. Hers is a touch screen. So I touched that one. I had done a scallop, I did a zigzag, and now I'm basically doing straight stitch. It seems to be working really good ever since I cleaned this area and this area out really well, down deep, because it takes a while to get it all out. It's not like you could tear it apart and crack it open. Some of these older machines have issues where you can't crack them open because they can mess them up. So we don't want to do that. But anyway, this is the thread and all that. It bent my one needle, so I told her, just bring me another needle, because I don't want to charge her for a needle. She gets one free needle, but the needle got bent, so because I found out I got the wrong part. She bring me all the parts and everything. Got it running really well. This one has like a threader on it. It has the cutter here, and this is the threader. And then it shows you how to use the threader on the little diagram. And then it tells you how to bring it down across, and I didn't use that. I'm kind of old school. I have a hard time with those things. I'm trying to think anything else you need to know about this machine. You got your tension here, but before you even thread this, you make sure your foot is in the highest position. It opens up the chamber, so you don't forget about that. Other than that, I think she can pick up her sewing machine, but I'm going to let you guys hear it so you can hear what it sounds like. It's running a lot better. Let's see, here we go. Much more quieter. And I know this is, let's see, that's that one that goes up. This is the backup button, so you can punch it and it'll go backwards. Like that, and then you can lift up the needle. There we go. And when you pick this up, that gives you a red mark, meaning it won't sew. And here's the thread and the thread on that side. I think she can pick up her sewing machine. I think she'll be very happy with it. It's running much better than it was. I don't know what it was doing before, because I don't run them until I know I got them cleaned out and oiled and greased. This one doesn't need grease. I looked at it. The grease is still where it needs to be. The oil just needed a few places because I kind of had to wipe it away, so I put it back in. Other than that, the sewing machine's in running good order. She said this is her favorite sewing machine, so we got to get her favorite sewing machine back to her. Well, have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. And hopefully you get something out of this sewing machine. Okay? Bye-bye.